Thank you very much, Honorable Gudaji Kazaure. Briefly in English, you told me that the organizers of the protest, especially from northern Nigeria, have contacted you to intervene into what is going on now between the protesters and the government. Can you shed light on what actually transpired between you and them?
Yes, these protesters, organizers, and some of the supporters, they contacted me. They told me that in the northern part of the country, they will not listen to any sheikh or malam or pastor. They will not listen to any traditional leader or ruler. They will only listen to 3 people. Among of the 3 people, the first person they mentioned Muhammad Gudaji Kazaure. They mentioned me. Then they mentioned the second person, Professor Atahiru Jega. Then they mentioned the third person, Colonel Tangiwa Umar, retired. They said it's only 3 people they can listen to them about this issue of protest. Then I asked them, did they have a leadership in the protest from the local government level to state level to national level? They say there is no leadership, only organizers. I asked them, 80% of the people that will come out, they are on hunger. And a hungry man cannot come out from his house, leaving his children in hunger, and go back and meet them in hunger. And 80% of the protesters are hungry people. They are on hunger. How will you think you can protect the public property, shops, stores, and others from looting, breaking and looting their properties? They asked me there is no control. And I told them, if you came out without that belonging is belong to common people and the middle people. So if you loot poor people properties, you will add additional poorness into the situation. And I asked them, if the thing comes to anarchy, we will not enjoy it, and even the protesters will not enjoy it, and government will not enjoy it. At last, what we are looking for will be very hard. So they asked me, what is the solution? I told them the solution is we should point out 10. We listed 10 items.
Maybe you have, there are conditions to avert the protest. Can you mention them?
Yes, we asked them to list the 10 conditions.
Yes.
That government or president will quickly tomorrow and come to address the nation in radio and television and social media. And among of the conditions, the first condition is to open the borders and imported food items and make that food items duty free. Then the second option is exemption of duty to any food items. Any food, anything that you will eat or drink will be exempted from duty and tax. Then the third is bringing back subsidy on petroleum, diesel, kerosene, and cooking gas. And to be sold in a lower price to Nigerian people. Because when you bring back the subsidy, the price will go down. With immediate effect, let the president address this issue. Then the post condition is all the state government, federal government and local government should deduct 30% of their monthly earnings to imported food within 60 days and distribute it across the polling unit in the country. Because they advise them to give government 60 days to implement these conditions. And they have time to make a good protest arrangement within the 60 days. If government failed to comply with these conditions, then the protesters have good 60 days to make a leadership from local government level to state level to national level. So immediately that 60 days reach, is enough for government to import whatever they would import. It's enough to distribute it to the various polling units of the country. So if government failed to do so, so that thing is, the fault is from government. So the next 60 days, the protesters will come out in a clean manner, in a peaceful protest, and in organized manner, and under the leadership. Then we will come out and block the roads anywhere and stay until we see what the government can do to solve the Nigerian problem. And what I fear, if government allows such things to happen, I don't think democracy will continue in this country. Maybe military will come because the thing will be out of order. And that is my fear to the government. That is why I am calling attention of the president to immediately come out tomorrow, 31st of July 2024, to address the nation and bring back the subsidy, open the border, and allowed the importer to import food without duty and taxes.
With all your experience, Honorable Gudaji Kazaure, do you think what you are saying is realistic? Can that happen? Can government afford to bring back the subsidy on petroleum products? Is that realistic?
It's realistic for the government to give Dangote crude oil to refine it to various products and distribute it across the country in a cheap price with immediate effect. And it's cheap for the government to use money to import those products to distribute it. It's possible for the government to do it because I told you there is billions of dollars in the hand of some Nigerian government officials, present and past, more especially past. There is billions of dollars in their hand. And up to now, government didn't use force to bring back this money from their hand. So if government is serious, we already give a template in our committee during the last administration. My committee bring a system of revenue which we can earn almost trillions every month and without putting pressure or hardship to Nigerian people. And if we are serious, we invited those people and put them pressure to bring back what they looted. because over 200 trillion has been looted. How much is our foreign reserve now? How much is our debt? The debt is around 90-something trillion. So if we can collect 200 trillion from the individuals, we can liquidate our debt, then we can continue going with our strong economy. So it's possible for the government to do that without borrowing if they can force the looters to bring back what is looted from the government.
All right. Thank you very much, Muhammad Gudaji Kazaure. Let us wait and see the reaction of the government. Maybe they may listen, maybe they will take another action. I don't know. But let's just wait and see.
This is very nice, and I don't think there is any option for now, because time is already, the protesters are planning to start protest next tomorrow. That is on the 1st of August. So if government is serious, let Mr. President come and address the nation tomorrow. Withdraw all this, because I only mentioned 4 or 5 out of the 10 conditions. So the protesters only, what is their request? Let the government implement the 5. If they promise they will implement the 5, then they will beg the protesters to give the government 60 days to see the implementation. Without the implementation, then they have 60 days to make a good, concrete arrangement of the protest under the leadership from local government level to the state level to the national level, without violence, without breaking law and order.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable.